In true fashion, as we always do, because we're new to this, we probably forgot at the start to say,
for
let us know
fuck's
your
sake,
comments. Let's
get
like
the
and
comments
subscribe.
in. No one's watching
because
now because it's 17 minutes in.
That's our opinion. Mate, can you edit this bit and put it at the start? Hi, everybody! Don't forget to like and subscribe.
I am actually going to do that. So
Yeah.
I've just chopped this bit because we keep doing it at the end, and I put it at the start. So this is all going to be very weird. But after this, in 3, 2, 1. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Every Week We Follow. Gary, take it away.
The Champions League squad news.
League squad news. Yes, so obviously we have. I don't think it's quite official, but I've seen it in various places now. So it's obviously been released somewhere.
Yeah.
The Champions League squad, and the big headlines are. I mean, Garcia, we predicted. So we're like, young lad, right back. But Malen is out. Now,
surprise up for me.
Yes. So just to clarify this, we didn't realize, we thought we'd be able to register an additional 4 players because we got 5. However, we lost the homegrown. So by you losing a homegrown, we essentially lost another place. So we gained 4. We gained 4 and lost 1. So by selling Billie Jean, good old Billie Jean. By selling him, it scuppered us a little. Obviously, they must have known that, but
But mate, it feels like he screwed us on the pitch and then screwed us off the pitch as well. Fucking no.
But the Malen thing's frustrating. So my biggest worry with Malen is that essentially he's looked. I feel like he's looked at it and he's gone, Bailey's our starting right winger. Like either Marlon's not impressive enough yet.
With NSYNC in the background saying bye Bailey with like where he's
maybe you know what? Maybe he's looked at it and gone, yeah, with Asensio and Rashford, we have enough cover for this season.
Well, okay, and maybe a little bit of that is the fact that they're loan signings, and there's maybe something written into their loan agreement that says they have to play.
Possibly. I don't think
that's a possibility, right? We don't know.
It's unlikely you'd be like they have to play in the Champions League. Like, as in, yes, you'd be like they have to play a percentage of games.
Yeah.
Not they have to play the Champions League games. That's weird.
But I'm pretty sure that one of Marlon's statements when he joined was about him playing in the Champions League, and that was one of the decisions why he decided to move. So, not being selected for the squad, I mean, I said to you earlier, didn't I via text, like, I hope it doesn't affect his. That's the one. I hope it doesn't affect his overall performance going forward, mate. Because players can be fussy little fusspots, can't they? And that is, they want to be playing at the highest level. Champions League is that. It's going to be a great opportunity in the round of 16, and if we get through to the quarterfinals, it'll be against Liverpool or Barcelona. Like I mean, that's where you want to be at. So.
Well, Liverpool or Barcelona, if Liverpool and Barcelona get through there, right?
Well, but those are that's the potential tie. But for Marlon, I think he's got to be gutted by that. Emery said in his press conference today that he sat and spoke to both Garcia and Marlon and tried to explain his decision.
Were those his words? Tries to explain.
Yeah, I think so. Well, something like that. Although he sat down and I mean. Mate, he's broken Spanish. I still can't understand the word he says in the press conference. I have to wait afterwards. I'm so sorry, Unai, but
by the way, that's not race. That's not xenophobic against any Spanish people. By the way,
no, it's not. I love Spanish people, but it's my brummy ears. I struggle to listen to what he's saying and try and decipher it, so I end up reading it afterwards. So yeah, something along those lines. Anyway, I guess time will tell how he takes it and whether he gets much game time in the league and i.e. FA Cup Sunday, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is he was he's a long-term signing. He's not a loan.
Yeah.
So I suppose Emery's looking at it going, what is the best chance I have of winning the competition? That's what's going through his head. Is like, what do we need to do to win it? And with Asensio and Bailey probably still won't. Actually, saying that, yeah. So Bailey's probably not our starting winger. It's probably Asensio or Rashford on that right. Like he probably will play either of them two. So he's then going, well, Malen is another squad number, whereas he can't leave out the other three. Asensio, Disasi, and Rashford are the three. And is he going to drop Bailey? He's like, well, maybe not, because he's been in the squad for longer. He knows the team better, but equally, he's actually probably like second or third starting right winger.
Yeah. Well, mate, I guess time will tell. I hope that he doesn't live to regret the decision. Do you know what I mean? With keeping Bailey, because if I'm honest, and I'm just trying to think it from a player's perspective, if you are Marlon coming into that, watching Bailey's performance this evening, actually that place is up for grabs because he's been poor. He's not performed at all to any of the levels he was from last season. I'm amazed that Emery is keeping with Bailey. I think he's had more than enough chances, but he has not hit any kind of numbers, any kind of figures that says, yeah, this is my main man. So I think that would be a bit of a kick in the dick if I'm Marlon. I'd be like, hang on a minute, like, surely you bought me to compete for this place.
The thing is the thing is, we know what Bailey can do. Like, it's not like he did it years ago. He did it last season. And yes, this season's been poor, but then some of the, hypotheses, taking some words from work, some of the ideas around that is actually that he hasn't had the competition and he hasn't had a player running off him like Diaby who's creating space for him.
Yeah.
So potentially, maybe he's seeing stuff in training. He's seeing stuff in training. And he's stepping up, or playing with X is giving him more space. It's allowing him to get in, and actually, he's pretty potent. Well, also, a lot of these players. Also, I mean, from Marlon's point of view, I mean, he'll travel with a squad. I'm guessing still to the games. Does he even do they travel? I don't know. But it's minutes of rest. So it also might be. Emery's always said that he treats all the competitions completely separate. So he doesn't look at form or anything going into between competitions. It's literally he sees them as completely separate things. So maybe he's just going, Marlon is my starting Premier League winger. Well, he's going to play in the Premier League.
We'll see, mate. Going back to your point with Bailey and competition, so that will, with Marlon, we'll see what happens, and hopefully, maybe he will be more minutes in the Premier League. I don't know, but for Bailey, so we're probably saying his direct competition is Asensio. So let's hope that that's the rocket that Bailey needs, and he starts performing then. Because ultimately, for me, it's about, can we get the performance on the pitch? We've got a massive month of football ahead of us, right? In terms of where we're going to be. Now, obviously, the Champions League round of 16 is coming, but in between that, we've got now 4 home games in 13 games.
We're Liverpool now, aren't we?
Yeah.
In Feb.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is a freaking travesty to bring to bring a game forward a whole month.
Yeah.
Piss off. What the?
It doesn't benefit us at all, mate. We've been screwed over because now
bad.
Now we've got to play Spurs on Sunday, Ipswich following Saturday, Chelsea the following week, and then and in between those, we've got Liverpool now. So it'd be Liverpool and then Chelsea. 13 days, 4 home games, right? I mean, they're at home and we've had good form, but this period will be a test of the minutes that all the players get. And while we've had a very good window in hindsight looking at it, it's only if they perform in this moment, because we've got to up the levels if we're going to compete. Otherwise, it falls off and we end up struggling for the European places. And realistically, I'm not going to bet against us. I'd love us to win the Champions League, but it's unlikely, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's an absolute Hail Mary. I do feel like it
would be a complete anomaly, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I do. Yeah, I mean, I do feel like the transfer window has been, whilst like we said before, good on paper with these players. I think it is a Hail Mary to try and win it. Like I feel like Emery is so ambitious, and he's literally like, maybe he's actually looking at going, our best chance and he's maybe spoken to like Monty and all that and gone, our best chance of getting the Champions League next season is to win the bloody thing.
Yeah. Mate,
like, and he's kind of right? Like, if that's the case, it's 4 games.
Yeah, and he's got the experience to do it, mate. When it comes to European football, I'm not knocking Emery. My concern is that my concern is that the levels of the squad have been at post this window with games that we've played, Monaco, Wolves, in particular. We haven't simply been good enough. We just haven't been good enough. And as we get into the business end of the season now, if you look at teams like Liverpool and the ones above us, they're all just going up a gear, mate. They're all because of the experience, and we need. I don't know how we do that. Hopefully,
to be fair, that's one thing we've brought in with these players is experience of the highest level of football.
But both Asensio and Rashford, mate, haven't kicked a ball for nearly 6 months to a year between them, competitively. So as good as they can be, and we know they're great players, both of them individually, and they've got loads of experience. It all counts for shit if they don't perform on the field. So I expect both of those to play on Sunday against Spurs.
Well, I expect that if that's the biggest concern, the only way you get players getting minutes is playing them.
Yeah. So and they've got to hit the ground running. Spurs are at a low point, mate. They got battered yesterday. Hopefully they won't sack Postecoglou before Sunday, and we can tonk them again. Do you know what I mean? We own one at home after beating them.
Levy's way too tight. He ain't going to pay him off.
Yeah.
So I can't see it happen.
The thing is, on paper, mate, the future looks bright. We've got a good depth in the squad now. I think with those.
Mate, it's actually silly when you look at, and I think you look at our attacking line, like from the midfield forward, right?
Yeah.
And if you look at them based on what we know they can do,
yeah,
which is obviously always the thing with players. It's like, well, they all have they're streaky or they have off season, they don't play well.
Yeah, form's temporary, mate. You've got to.
Mate, can you imagine? I think I said to you the other day. Can you imagine, like, as a defender, you sit there and you're going, "Fuck it, I've got Watkins running the line, like running all the channels, running me ragged. I've now got Rashford on my right, running at me. I've got Asensio on my left, or Bailey, or Marlon, and then also when Rashford gets tired, I'm just going to bring on JJ, and then you got Rodgers running at you down the middle like a steam train, and then you've got to try and get past Kamara and Onana, and it's just midfield. Mental.
It is exciting, isn't it? But like you said, we've got to stop conceding goals and hopefully these forwards can start.
Screw it! In. No, fuck it, guys. We're just going to score more. Just score more. We concede 2, we score 3 or more.
I love it, mate. We're going to be the Brazil of the Midlands,
mate. We just do it. Wasn't it Man City who were basically doing that? They were just conceding, but they were scoring 5 or 6. That is going to be us. Second half of the season.
If you think about it, right, going back to last season, that is kind of what we were doing. Yeah, we were still conceding goals, but we were winning games. So we were dragging out more 1-0 victories. But in the games that we were conceding goals, we'd always go on and win them. We went like the 12-game winning streak at home. Like we did concede goals in those games, but we won them. And that is the difference. It's a results-based thing. This season, we haven't done that. We haven't ground out results. We haven't got the nitty-gritty 1-0s. And we've either drew or lost games that we should have actually won. Fireworks, boom. God bless the iPhone. So... I really hope that this 13-day period, those 4 games, that we can sit down over and chat about these with big smiles on our faces, mate.
Mate, I'm desperate. Obviously, we had the Celtic one, which was lovely, right? It was really nice and it was great, but obviously the fallout of that wasn't. But then I just love to talk about a couple of really good performances. And wins.
So mate, imagine, because we didn't do this last season, but remember that week where we beat Arsenal and Man City and Arsenal.
Imagine if we'd done this
on a Wednesday, Arsenal on the Saturday. Right, we've got to do that against Liverpool and Chelsea. Right, now it's a massive ask, but if you imagine winning those 2 games, the euphoria, we will be probably in the top 4 or 5 if we win those games.
I can see us beating Chelsea. I can't see us beating Liverpool.
Well, mate, even a draw, we drew them at home.
Yeah.
Right? We've been good at home. I would say, again, the way Liverpool are playing, but that Liverpool aren't invincible. They have got weaknesses, and you have to try and exploit them. But obviously, yes, they're devastating. But we've, like I say, with the players you've just named in that attack, we've got. This is the time to step up now. Come on, let's get these results.
The bench now is so strong, regardless of who your starting 11 is. Whereas that was the weakness. I remember saying in the Champions League, we basically had Duran and then a bunch of kids. So, and we got players coming back. You know, Torres was 2 months originally, so he must be like on his way back in the next month or so.
Yeah,
unless there's been a delay.
I mean,
Mings isn't going to be out for that long.
No, and Watkins apparently will be back next week. It's just too soon for him. I think he's going to be okay. So we'll have all these players coming back, but it's an opportunity for the other guys to step up. So now it's all about the chemistry, mate. Can he get them playing together? Can we use that attacking threat to devastate things?
Where's the Football Manager holiday mode? I just want to skip. You know, I want to skip like 3 months and know what the fuck's going on in May.
Well, mate, the good news is there's going to be lots for us to talk about over the next couple of weeks. Do you know what I mean? Because it's going to be coming thick and fast, and it starts on Sunday. So I'm a little bit gutted for Marlon. I hope, like I say, I hope he doesn't take the whole thing too bad, and he gets his head down and starts performing on the pitch. You know, in the league and FA Cup potentially if we get through to the next round. And then I guess I kind of understand the selection to a certain degree, you know, with Disasi being a bit more versatile, being able to play right back, and obviously Rashford and Asensio. I just think you can't afford to not pick them for the Champions League squad because of the names and the experience they bring. And Marlon just seems to, I think he's just fallen short because of, like I say, we haven't quite met that criteria to register the fourth player.
Yeah, I think actually thinking about it, by the way, I think the wording is add players.
Yeah.
So you can't. So it's not like he would have been able to change Bailey for Marlon.
Yeah.
So So it was always So to be fair,
once it's named. Yeah.
It was always going to be Rashford, Asensio, and.
I mean, I didn't have a chance to research this, but what happens if, i.e., for instance, Bailey gets clobbered and injured and he's out for the season? Can you swap a player in, or does that not happen? Are you just a player down for your squad?
I don't think so. Yeah. Because that's why you've got the squad, right? Like, because otherwise, it's not like you're.
But you're allowed to have a 25-man squad or whatever it is, right? And if one player gets injured and then you've only got 24, does that? You're down like you're a player less than everybody else. So everyone's got 24.
Don't know.
I need to have a look
find out.
Because if that's the case, mate, I might just have to see how Bailey gets on. In the next few weeks. If he gets injured, it's not my fault, by the way.
Take that water bottle in. Take that water bottle in with the lid on. You know they're lethal. They're lethal.
I'll just bring my missile flask tank with. Well, it could be a missile. They wouldn't stop it, would they? But the bottle that's got to go. So
a water bottle with a lid. They will have you.
I'll bring my bullet-shaped flask of hot chocolate and just launch it at him.
Yes. Anyway, on that note, Champions League squad. Obviously, Marlon missed out, which is a shame, but we're still pretty positive with the new additions. I think they're we're three amazing potentially amazing players better off. So let's see how we go.
Mate, in true fashion, as we always do, because we're new to this, we probably forgot at the start to say, let us know your comments.
Get the comments in. No one's watching now because it's 17 minutes in.
That's our opinion. Mate, can you edit this bit and put it at the start? Hi, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
I am actually going to do that. So I've just chopped this bit because we keep doing it at the end and I put it at the start. So this is all going to be very weird. But after this, in 3, 2, 1, change. There you go. And they should have changed by now. And then it's also going to be really confusing because now this bit at the end isn't going to have that bit unless I duplicate it in. I might add it in as well. Anyway, right. Thank you very much. As always, yes, take care, everyone. Subscribe, like, all that thing. Stay safe.
We follow the boys in claret and blue.
In the Champions League, in the Premier League, in the FA Cup, and all them things. Right. Thanks a lot, everyone. Catch you a bit.